Got 45 minutes going on a quick run. I'm trying to get this under 45 minutes, 6 miles. I think it's totally doable. But last time that I went for a run, which was last night, I'm hurting 7.5 miles. I have never gotten to a point in my run where my legs literally gave out and I couldn't run anymore. I gave everything on that run. And I'm just a mile short of where I want to be. I guess it's true, losers have to walk, right? I went on this trail, it said 3 miles, so there and back would be 6 miles, obviously. And I ended up running 7.5, but there was a breakaway. Here's a split, right? That's almost 8 miles, 7.5 left. I'm hoping that this is 6 miles there and back. It's safe to say I did not reach the end of this trail or turn off. No turn off, no trail end, no trailhead. Right now I'm at 23:44, 7:47 rolling mile, and 7:52 average pace, 3 miles, heading back. Not exactly what I wanted, but I pushed. It's time to go back to work. Time to get after it. I tell you what, it has been one heck of a day. It's one of those days where you don't realize how much stuff that you actually did, and then you get home and you're just exhausted, completely exhausted. I find it crazy that the mind can literally push your body forward so much. You don't realize how tired your body is until you actually sit down and there's nothing to do. And even though those days are hard, they are extremely satisfying. Back in 2015, when I first started with the Tigers, I did an interview with one of the most notable MLB players of my generation when I was like watching MLB TV. And he had a phrase that has stuck with me for since that interview, which is, you gotta empty the tank. And this is just not in your playing career. This is in everything that you do. So I took it a step further and I thought, am I putting everything I can into a single day? Obviously, I didn't just jump into my routine that I do every day right now. It's taken 3 to 4 years to really develop it. And I'm still developing my routine that ends up giving me the best result in a single day. So to best illustrate this empty tank theory is this. So this is what we start with every single day. And then we get to here, and then majority of people either end up being in tank 2 or tank 3. And we all have 24 hours. And I typically sleep, it ranges, but I try to get 7 hours. But I'm awake 16 to 17 hours a day. So I have 16 and 17 hours to play with. I'm also a big believer in non-negotiables. So my non-negotiables are, one, I have to have the right nutrition. So I actually have timed out nutrition that I do every single day. I also have to work out, and I also have to read 10 pages a day. Those are my non-negotiables. So every single day I have to execute on that. I've also incorporated another non-negotiable, which is this, the vlog. There are stipulations though. So example, what happens if I'm sick? What happens if there's an emergency? God forbid, what happens if there's a death? What happens to my non-negotiables? That's a tricky subject, because if you listen to Cameron Hanes or David Goggins, they would say, screw that. You have to make sure that you go after your goals, and you have to be obsessive about your passions. And I'm pretty obsessive, but if I'm sick, I gotta rest, and I try to play it smart, not harder. But after reading the Cameron Hanes book, he made a pretty good argument. He's unapologetic for who he is. Like, he understands that he's obsessive. He wants to be great at what he does, and not to a level of just like showing up and showing off, but trying to make him the best version of himself as at his craft. And right now I'm starting to have a family. There are a lot of things I keep on telling Shawnee, like, I don't feel like I'm at where I should be. And so it's either I need to figure out how to empty my tank, because I thought that I was not even here. I was off of here. So I'm still in tank 3 and tank 2. I have a lot more to empty. And I didn't realize that until I started doing this vlog. I also started realizing I could probably grab another workout too. So I have been working out twice a day. And I mentioned that in the vlog. I try to get that run in the afternoon or in the evening. Is it sustainable? I don't know, but I want to test the limits. When I played, I always tried to test the limits, and that's something that I haven't done in my career, like outside of sports. I've worked hard. I've done all the right things. I've put in the hours, but are they the right hours? Am I putting in the strong hours, or am I just scrolling on social media and wasting time? How do I know when it's wasting time? It's wasting time if I am not creating something, or I'm not trying to get myself better. So my social media usage comes down to, I'm either posting something that I created, I'm commenting on a post that is from one of my friends, or I'm getting tagged into something, and the other is direct messages. That's the only time that I'm on social media. And also, out of this whole thing, family is extremely important. So anytime that there's an ability to hang out with family, that is time well served. I'm gonna end this vlog here, which is always trying to get better, always trying to maximize your days. And lastly, you never know how much time you're going to have with your family. So always spend time with the people that you care about the most. And that could be friends who are family members that you treat like family. It doesn't have to be labeled as family.